It was the night before Christmas, and all through the shop, not a BB was flying, not even getting hopped. The gas mags were filled by green gas with care, with hopes that O-rings would continue to fare. The players were nestled, all snug in their kits, with hopes that their opponents would all call their hits. Call their hits indeed. That would be a great Christmas gift for all Airsoft players. We have quite the surprise planned this year, so take it away, Santa. Welcome to the AMPED Airsoft Christmas Special. This year, we did something a little different for the Christmas season. You might have submitted a list telling us why you might have been good or bad. If you were bad, you're getting nothing. Sorry. If you were good, you might also be getting nothing. Sorry. But we are going to fulfill some lucky participants' submissions this year. If you don't get a gift this year, don't worry, it's not because you were bad, but we had over 250 submissions, and we picked the ones that we thought we could have the most fun with. So, let's start rapping.
Tony writes, Dear Amped, this Christmas I would like to receive Eric socks after a Milsom West. Not because I've been a good boy this year, but because I've been bad.
Well, those socks have been washed for about a month now, and you're not going to get them. So we got you the next best thing. These slipper socks. They are in a festive Pittsburgh black and yellow camouflage, so you can wear them on the field if you want. There are no structure to them, so you are going to get hurt. But here they are. Tony, they're coming your way. My trusty elf will be wrapping presents this whole time. I might help him depending on how bad or good of a job he does.
Just wrap them. It don't
All
matter.
right, cut right here.
No, we're just
Come on! We're running paper in no time.
No.
All right, fine.
We got 3 more rolls.
That's true. All right.
Tony, your gift is wrapped and ready to be sent your way.
Onto our trusty gift shelf. Alrighty.
And now for our next naughty or nice participant. Jack writes, Dear Amped, this Christmas I would like to receive a G&G ESG B10 round shotgun. I've been a good boy this year because I skipped homecoming to come to Bolt Bash. A very commendable thing to do.
Yes, Jack, for that you are on the nice list. The Bolt Bash is a very near and dear event to our hearts, and the fact that you skipped homecoming to come spend that day with us means the world to us. But we did not have any G&G B10s in stock, therefore you will be getting a Elite Force Tri-Shot CO2 shotgun, courtesy of Elite Force. I know it's not the G&G one, but it is a CO2 shotgun nonetheless.
And that's gonna
Let's get rapping.
And that's coming down your chimney in 3 to 5 business days.
Amen. Jesus Christ.
The scissors are dull. It's a dull part of the scissors. Give me the tape. I know how to do this.
All right, I'll cut another piece off at the end. Oh my Christ.
And he's getting paid the big bucks.
All right, tape there. I'm not getting paid at all. I'm immortal.
Is Santa
I do
immortal?
this from the kindness of my heart.
Well, Jack, I hope, if anything, you enjoy this amazing wrap job. Oh, I just ripped it. I hope you enjoy your shotgun.
It's on its way through the U.S. mail, also known as Santa's sleigh.
Logan writes, Dear Amped, this Christmas I would like to receive Sabrina Carpenter. I have eaten all my food on my dinner plate every day this year, like my mama told me.
Well, Logan, obviously you didn't read the prompt. That is not an Airsoft-related gift, so we still are going to try to fulfill that for you. But unfortunately, we did not have Sabrina Carpenter, but what we did have was the soundtrack to James Cameron's Titanic. On this CD is My Heart Will Go On, performed by Celine Dion, which is, in my mind, close enough to Sabrina Carpenter. Cherish this for years to come.
These scissors.
All right, turn.
What? That's not enough, Eric. I'm telling you.
Okay, maybe a little more. Maybe 2 more squares. Who's Eric, by the way? I am Kris Kringle.
I'm Kris
I
Kinkle.
am Papa Noel.
Zach writes, Dear Amped, this Christmas I would like a Noctis Technologies PVS 14. I have been the best boy. I eat all my vegetables every day.
We are going to give you something very close to night vision. A periscope flashlight. I have no idea what year this is from, but it does seem to be made in China.
We outsourced.
I'm sorry, but it will not fail you. Probably will, but here you go.
By definition, it will allow you to see in the dark.
It will allow that.
We did have to outsource for that present, unfortunately.
Yes, to American Camper, which is not actually American, unfortunately, but you get the drift. You get a red, green, and white filter with this. That's wild. It's a nice gift. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Sticky note.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Elf. Thank you, Will Ferrell's Elf.
Of course. Kris Kringle.
Kris Kringle.
Evan writes, Dear Amped, this Christmas I would like an HPA starter kit, Christmas style, in parentheses, or as close as you can get to it. I have been a good boy this year because I babysit my niece and nephew and I help classmates with school. That is a very commendable thing to do.
Very noble indeed. We're going to get you a piece of that HPA starter kit so you got something to get going. Christmas style, like you asked, because that is the time of the year. Throw that back. Santa doesn't miss. Alrighty. There you go, an SLP starter kit, Christmas line and all. It's a little scuffed up, it's because we dropped it several times. Throwing it onto the table. That's elf number 2 behind the camera.
Correction, you dropped it many times.
Santa doesn't miss.
Jesus Christ.
What do you want from me? Dude. Everyone's so skimpy with wrapping paper like it doesn't cost 98 cents a roll.
Just kidding.
Where do you think Santa does get?
His funds?
Yeah.
I mean, he does have to pay trademarking to all the companies that he rips off blatantly.
Oh.
So I don't really know.
That's why I'm just the worker.
Evan, your SLP and line coming your way.
Elijah writes, Dear Amped, this Christmas I would like to receive whatever your heart feels like giving. And then the greater than and number 3. That's hard. I had to quit Airsoft for a bit to focus on nursing school and pick up extra work volunteering in the emergency department, med surge, and an ICU unit. Honestly, not looking for a gift myself, but rather one to give to my dad as he also plays Airsoft with me. Well, Elijah, that is a very compelling and beautiful thing to write in, and we feel that you deserve. That was like such a good cue for Ross to toss it.
So we're going to give you an Elite Force MP5K. As Santa always says, the best gift isn't receiving, it's giving. And since you want to give this to your father and all the other wonderful things you've been doing this year, we're going to go ahead and give you an MP5K. If we do this again, everybody would need to learn to properly write addresses. Not everybody. Some of you didn't include a zip code or a state. And it might have put your chances. Santa doesn't know everything. Santa does watch you while you're sleeping and while you're awake, but only if he has your address.
That is a
Santa's
terrifying piece of information.
Santa's shipping elves don't really know where to send Santa's hard-earned, hard-made.
And if you want to go visit Elijah, he lives at. And on to our next. Anthony writes, Dear Amped, this Christmas I would like to get a 10-foot long red and green Christmas themed IGL for my Polar Star Kythera with a filtered fitting and a special knot-based heat shrink. I have been a good boy because I voted for Amped in the RGK Awards. Well, considering the Amped line is a 10-inch IGL, 10 feet seems reasonable.
I would agree. It's Christmas. anything could happen. This puppy is actually 10 feet long. And mind you, this is not an amp line. This is an IGL. So this is going to be coming out of your gun, still connected to the line. So the elves actually did make this. This is a gift the elves made in their workshop.
I did make this in the workshop.
So,
and
there's your IGL.
We have our filtered adaptive fitting on there and our not based custom text. As we all know, Kris Kringle is not based.
That's a load of horse shit. Kris Kringle is the most based magical creature there is. More based than the Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy. That's all I got. I'm sorry. Who else is there? Cupid?
Yeah.
Father Time.
Who's the
Mother Nature.
is there a person for Halloween?
The Great Pumpkin. Anyway, 10-foot Kythera IGL coming your way, Anthony.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Alex writes, Dear Amped, this Christmas I would like a pistol of any type. I have been a good boy this year because I will finish high school this spring. That is a very good thing to finish. You do not want to be left without your diploma.
You want to finish high school.
Yes.
You will be put on the naughty list if you do not finish high school. We'll know.
He knows.
But, yeah, you're right. I will know, and I'll communicate it down to the elves, and they'll be like, no pistol. But this year, you will be getting a pistol from us here.
Which type of pistol, though?
We're finding out right now. Oh, M&P Shield. Ooh. Can you sing the song "We Are Santa's Elves" from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
I don't even know that song. Joanna writes, Dear Amped, my Christmas wish is that Amped Airsoft sponsors my wedding. It will be full of airsofters and every attendee will be forced to watch an Amped advert before the ceremony. All Amped YouTube subscribers are invited, and on I Do, it's game on. I have been a good girl because I flew 40 hours my first CQB game and got a BB to the mouth through my Face Pro. I then became addicted to Airsoft. You guys have received 100% of my paycheck, and I love you guys.
Well, that is a tall request. We've sponsored events, players, and even teams in the past, but a wedding we have never done.
This is a first.
And we're not going to do it. We will not be sponsoring your wedding. But we did get you some wedding gifts coming your way. We have this beautiful pearl-encrusted picture frame with a random couple getting married. And, we'll set it up right here, really cute Beanie Babies that are also what appears to be getting married, I would hope. And we have your veil. It's a leafy veil. And there you go. But we will also give you a second photo to put into this frame. One of Santa and Elf from the hit movie Elf. Got it? We will be wrapping those gifts momentarily once your photo develops. So, once again, congratulations on the wedding and welcome to the hobby of Airsoft.
Dan writes, Dear Amped, I would simply like a cool patch for Christmas. I've been a good boy this year since I got my brother into Airsoft.
Dan, we are going to give you a patch. It's going to be a cool one. It's an amped one. It's a cool amped one. And wear it on your kit proudly.
The Amped Airsoft Laser Cut Oni patch in splatter.
Thank you.
That ain't gonna fit.
How much would it bet?
You are...
Santa Claus. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Oh, yes.
Lonnie writes, Dear Amped, this Christmas, I just want Logan to get a raise, the one who helped me with the flak, or a bonus. I've been good because I haven't spent my college tuition on nods. So instead of a bonus or a raise, we have a wrapped present for you. Come on.
So, in a little bit unorthodox to this video, we're opening a gift. Logan.
I'm so blessed.
There you go.
What is it?
You're awful. I really
Well,
I
did.
I wasn't your parents. Hell yeah! Turn it over and show everybody.
You know, okay, honestly,
Merry Christmas.
you gave me a clock with no batteries in it?
There's no batteries sold separately.
I just work here, bro.
You're the
He
worst
made 'em.
Santa Claus ever.
Take it with you. It's your gift. You're putting it up in
There's
your
no
office.
battery. I gotta go buy batteries for this. You gave me half the
Go
gift.
to the tech department. They have batteries in there. Hang it up in your new
Worst Christmas ever. I have to. How dare you?
Ungrateful, Lonnie.
Ungrateful.
That is who helped you.
Not particularly the reaction we were hoping for.
Not a good reaction. That's
You
just
know.
helping you, Lonnie. But thank you for thinking of him.
Yeah, I guess think of a
Obviously-
different employee next time.
Obviously, he didn't deserve that bonus or raise because a gift is a gift at the end of the day.
You might be saving a couple bucks here in a few minutes. Jared writes, Dear Amped, this Christmas I would like an Amped Airsoft patch. I would like to simply be able to put a smile on people's faces.
It's a leather one this time. Very cool. Coming your way.
Frosty the snowman was a jolly happy soul.
All right, that's enough. Thank you.
Was-
Thank you. That was very
didn't
cheery.
you didn't put
Oh,
your
I
pi-
got it. I got it.
That's why I'm still here.
He is. The elves do play a vital role in this operation.
Aiden writes, Dear Amped, I would like a new weapon light. Surefire maybe? 6 question marks. I have given you guys business. I have 2 jobs at the age of 16. One of them being an airsoft field, playing airsoft, and love all the Amped dudes.
That is awesome. We love you back. Surefire, unfortunately, was not in Santa's budget this year, but we did get you not a weapon light, but an internal car spotting light. Here, you got your light, and you got your, hopefully your car has one of these old cigarette lighter ports.
Couldn't have even sprung for a Opsman flashlight or something.
Not on the budget. I hope it works on your gun. If you get this on your gun, send us a picture or video. That would be amazing.
Wired into your motor so when you pull the trigger it lights up. Ross writes, Dear Amped, I would like an Elite Force Carl Gustav. This year, I have made the deans at college my past 2 semesters and am on track to hopefully make it there again. I also spent my summer working hard in summer courses and at home on my family's farm. I have spent my years working hard and making as much time possible to sling BBs with the boys, and I hope that possibly my hard work may result in being placed on the nice list and my Christmas wish coming true.
The Carl Gustav is an awesome ask this year for Christmas, but that is a massive, massive box, and I don't think we have enough wrapping paper to wrap that for you. Therefore, we got you the next best projectile launcher that we could think of. This lacrosse stick. Any grenade, rock, lacrosse ball, as hard as you can. I mean, you could really give her an old lob there. So, I would love to see you go up against a Carl Gustav user, or other airsofters in general, because I know you will. I expect to see GoPro footage, a video, or even you running around with this thing at your local field. So, Merry Christmas. What am I paying you for?
You took the job from me. I didn't have a choice. William writes, Dear Amped, I would like an E&L AK-74N. I have been the bestest.
Billy did not understand the assignment. It said, why have you been good this year? Not a measure of how good you've been. So therefore, you will not be getting an E&L AK-74, but you will be getting this goat gun AK-47. This thing is practically the same, except it doesn't shoot anything, and it's probably like 1/20th of the size? Who knows? But you're getting it, and you're gonna enjoy it. Merry Christmas.
Is that a threat?
It's a promise. You okay?
Yeah, just crack my ankles. You don't do that?
That elf health insurance.
What do you mean? I have to pay for my health insurance. You don't provide that.
You're not on the plan.
There's no plan to be on.
Yeah, because you're immortal.
I don't think the elves are immortal.
The elves are 100% immortal.
I don't think that's true.
So what, the elves die? I thought this whole time in Santa and Christmas lore, elves were immortal.
But then in my movie with Will Ferrell, aren't there baby elves? There's young elves. They grow up in school.
They're also old elves.
Yeah, and old elves. And then don't they have a funeral for one of them at the very end or something? The Papa Elf, doesn't he die?
I don't think so. I hope not. Look it up. We need a live fact check of are Santa's elves immortal?
Yes, Santa's elves are generally considered to be immortal.
Generally?
That's what I'm literally reading it verbatim.
Okay. What's the exception?
They are said to live for hundreds or even thousands of years, despite often appearing to be eternally youthful.
That doesn't sound like immortal. It just sounds like 1,000 years.
Yeah, that's not immortal. Immortal
I don't
would be
know.
forever. God, AI failed us on that one.
Well, it says how long can Santa's elves live, and it says aging from 25 to 2025. So
25 BC? What are we talking about?
Regardless, Merry Christmas, Billy.
His name's not Billy.
Yeah, it is.
Matthew writes, Dear Amped, I would like to get the APS CO2 Street Sweeper Shotgun. I've called my hits, and I volunteer to make improvements to my home field through construction and landscaping efforts because I want the sport to grow. Well, Matthew, that is a very good mindset and a great thing to do. The community only grows with people like you.
The Street Sweeper is a really cool Airsoft replica. It is a little bit of a double-sided sword, though, when you do receive one, because as we have found out here, the shells, the loader, and all of the other mechanisms required to power the APS shotgun system is a little difficult to come by. So we are going to go ahead and actually give you an APS Street Sweeper. This guy is pretty cool. I'm going to even open it up and take him out of the box. That stock folds. I'm not going to do it for ease of access, but this guy is pretty cool. Good luck. I hope you have shells because they go right here. Right here. All right, how do I close this?
What do you mean close it? It pushes down.
The stock?
Down. Down.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Santa didn't ever see the creation and the making of that one.
It shows Santa spends too much time in his office and not enough time on the sales floor.
Dude, the North Pole does not have a sales floor. It is not open to the public. Do not show up.
Well, I hope you do a lot of street sweeping.
I hope you're able to. We're giving you the gun. Now it's going to be the hard part to get the rest of the pieces. But maybe you could justify the cost of the other pieces to get them, even if it's expensive, and get this bad boy up and running. Merry Christmas.
Mr. Locker writes, Dear Amped, this Christmas, all I ask for is the PMAG Ranger Plate Gen 2 3-pack. I have been an excellent young man. I have not bullied the New Impression Group probies. I have practiced forgiveness when they lost my stuff, and I have spread cheer and joy throughout the world. In parentheses, debatable. I called all of my hits and never called someone else's. I even worked on bringing new people into the hobby. Well, as you know, the budget is tight this year, and PMAG Ranger plates, that's a lot.
You were going to get them. They just happened to sell out several days prior to filming this. So instead of Ranger plates, we got you the President's Plate. This is a fantastic ornate dish that you could display proudly in your home and or place of work. There's not a stand included, or you could eat little snacks off of. So Merry Christmas, Mr. The Gear Locker. And we actually have another little bonus for you. Without further ado, my elf will give me the other gift you'll be receiving. This little guy is just a Elite Force MG4 OEM by VFC. This guy, and also extra box mag to go with it. So Merry Christmas, Mr. Gear Locker, and I hope you enjoy this and put it to good use. So we're gonna wrap this guy up. Use the rest of the wrapping paper on this.
I'm more excited about the plate.
I would be excited about the plate. The plate is pretty dope.
This is just kind of like, make sure the plate's worth it.
I think the plate, I would take the plate any day.
I agree.
Thank you everybody so much for submitting your Christmas list this year. This video was obviously meant to entertain, but also maybe provide some people across the country with some sort of gift.
And on top of the gifts that are already being sent out to our submissions, we are also including an AMP swag bag. So if you got a lacrosse stick, you're gonna get a little bit of Airsoft stuff too.
So Merry Christmas from us here at AMPED and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks guys.